Hi everybody, this is Life in Florida. My name is Ari. Today it's a special day because today's 100 subscriber uh, day, and I would like to give you a tour of my food forest, which I started in 2.5 years ago. I had about 5 trees that I planted 5 years ago, but everything else, what you see around this garden, I planted in the last 2.5 years. And before this little jungle, there was a typical Florida backyard with just sand and nothing really thrived. Actually, a couple of my trees died, like papaya or star fruit. It just nothing seemed to survive. And I wanted to show you this garden now after 2 years, that how different, how much difference can make some mulch and some water, and sometimes you do have to take in some time too. But my husband on the other side of the camera, he's like, it's a lot of time. I don't think so, because when I come out to the garden, I don't take it as like, oh, I'm spending so much time. I feel like I never have enough time. Like, I wish if days would be 48 hours and I could just plan for a day and then I could spend the 24 hours just, doing other things. And here's the picture. So I will want to show you like what plants I planted, and I will tell a little bit my experience with them. And we are at zone 9B, just so for reference, okay? So you can see the banana in the corner, and my friend says that is a lacatan. When I bought the banana plant, I didn't get any name with it, and I don't know if you can see the banana rack on it. Yes, so it just gives us very, very good tasting bananas. I really love it. I have also planted some cassava. This one is from cuttings, and I think it's a pretty plant, and it get the edible roots, so it's all good. And I wanted to show you something that I'm super excited for. I just realized when we came out today that look what we have here. Look at it. I mean, it's tiny yet, but look. Look at that. It's a soursop. I am so excited. So hopefully it's not gonna be too cold this winter time, and it would stay on. Look at the flowers really quick. The other one, we have to go into the jungle. I still have to cut the trees, trim the trees a little bit, but I'm not gonna do it today, but before winter time. But come with me. Jungle here, but I have to trim before winter time a little bit. I will trim up. Anyways, I planted this chocolate pudding fruit tree from seed. I planted it, I believe, 1.5 years ago or so, and look at it, how beautiful it got already. So if you have a chance to eat the fruit, it does very well at zone 9B at our area. Even when it gets cooler, this will take it very well so far. And it can fruit in like 3 years, sometimes from seed. So it's a good one to plant from seed, and you don't have to spend your money for a big tree. of course, there is different varieties you can buy. Oh, my other big one, it is the Annona Montana. It is the mountain soursop, and I bought this as a mystery tree. Comes to find out that the fruit probably not gonna be very delicious, but I will wait for it. But I could use it as a rootstock, so I can graft other things like much better flavored fruits than this one. For now, I just leave it because it's flowering now. You can see it here. You want to check it out over there? It's right all the way down over there. You see? Over here, and it's flowering now. So I will keep it till I will taste the fruit, but I don't have high hopes for the fruit taste, but it's very medicinal. So I can keep it for the leaves and the fruits, or I can use it as a rootstock. Very good rootstock. It can take lower temperature than the other soursop. And this is a passion fruit, a red passion fruit, Panama red, I think, passion fruit seedling. And it looks like it will flower probably soon. I would say early next year, or maybe later on will flower. And this one is the white sapote, and I'm hoping that I can taste it next year. This one, looking forward to it. This one is the woolly white sapote. So this one is the woolly variety. So number 4. So I'm excited to try that one. This jackfruit is the golden nugget jackfruit, and it's supposed to be a good jackfruit because it's not like humongous jackfruit. So basically you can eat it at once, and you just eat it as it's basically smaller pieces. That's why probably the golden nugget. But this one actually I got it for Mother's Day from my husband. Yes, thank you for that. And this one is a Key Savoy mango. The cool thing about this mango, I tasted it before I bought it, and the tree. And the cool thing about this mango, that you can eat it when it's green, which is true with most of the mangoes, but this one actually tastes pretty good. It's crunchy, it's sweet, but it's not soft. So it's a very good mango. I'm really happy that I planted this one. This was a coconut, a very small coconut when we got it. I think, I don't know, maybe we got it. Yeah, it was very tiny at the time when we got it, and it grew a lot. But I think this is just a regular variety coconut. So, and then this one I love to cook with. It's the bay leaf, and it's amazing for stews, and you know, Hungarians love to cook with the bay leaf. It's a really good tree to have. I love it. Of course, that one is another seedling of black sapote. This one is behind about a year, maybe less than a year behind of that one, and you can tell even it's a lot smaller because of it. And this is a Mamey sapote seedling. This will take a while, and I will have to decide how I'm gonna go about it, because now they are right on each other. So let's see. I have to decide what I'm gonna do about that. This one is the bay rum, and it gets a wonderful, wonderful aroma. It smells so amazing, and you can see the leaf. And actually, they're using it for men's cologne. And what I'm using it for, and what I bought it for, it's so good. What I'm using it for, it's for how do they call the baby food, the
Porridge?
not the porridge,
Cream of wheat?
cream of wheat. Oh my goodness, you can get the best tasting cream of wheat with this one. The babies love it. So yeah, that's what I use it for. But you can use it even in cooking, like if you put it in different creams for flavoring. Okay, it's really good for cookies or cakes as well. Yeah, this one is just a seedling papaya, and this one is a male. And you can see I'm just using basically this papaya for the pollinators, and I like to leave many of the males because even though they don't give us fruit, but I love the fact that the pollinators loving it. Oh, look at the froggy over there. Yeah, it's good for animals too. So other than that, I just keep it there, but I don't have any problem of using it as a after when kind of like gets older for just landmass. And this one, it is a custard apple seedling. Actually, there is a couple of seedling in here, and I have to make sure that I will probably I have to decide which one I'm gonna keep, because now, you know, it's just too many at one place. But time to time, I plant seeds in the ground, and sometimes I even forget what I'm planting till they come up. I'm like, oh yeah, that's custard apple. Anyways, this is Okinawan spinach, and look at how pretty purple. I can imagine that this is pretty good antioxidant level because of all the colors. It kind of reminds me to pine nutty a little bit, the flavor. It's really good. Very easy to grow in this area. So for the longest time I wanted Monstera, right? And one day I was so lucky, I got this Monstera or Swiss cheese plant. I think they are so pretty. We had it in Europe as a plant, like an inside plant. This one is the strawberry tree. And the reason why they call it strawberry tree is not because the flavor it's like strawberry, but the flowers, they definitely looking like strawberry flowers. Let me see if I can find one. Yes, they kind of looking like it a little bit. You see it? Yes. And this one, amazing how much fruit it gives us and gives for even the wildlife. But this is a really good tree to have. It's very productive and doesn't seem to stop for too long time. This one is a red finger lime, not doing the best. I actually sprayed it with some iron that I got off site, and I don't think that it was a good product, and actually I think that I hurted it because of it. But let's see how it goes. So far I made cuttings, and hopefully even if something happens to this one, I'm gonna have a clone. So this one is a plantain. It's an African rhino, and I just got it maybe 2 months ago or so, and I can't wait to have some plantain. I really enjoy plantains. And this one also the bigger variety. So because I have another plantain, but that was this kind of the smaller kind. And this one is the katuk. This year, my husband surprised me with some ice cream bean plant. It's itty bitty yet, but they grow pretty fast. And there is 3 on the same plant, so I have to decide how I'm gonna do. I didn't want it to pull it because sometimes you can lose plants that way if you pull it out from it. Sometimes it's better for a little bit just to leave it, and then I can decide what I'm gonna do about that. Alright, so wanna see this seedling? If you guys saw the abiu video, look at the seedling. Most of my abius, I planted it in pots, but I had a good amount of seed, and I figured that I'm gonna plant some in the ground, so I did. This one is the red or purple sugar apple from seedling. I got this last year, I think. Yeah, the end of last year. And these are passion fruits. These are the purple passion fruit seedlings coming up. I just planted it. They grow up so fast. This is a peanut butter seedling, and this is a peanut butter tree. And there is some fruits. This is not ready yet, but probably tomorrow will be ready. This peanut butter fruit. It gets cute flowers actually, cute yellow flowers. This one is not open right now. Oh yeah, look, you can see it here. And it's very productive from my experience. At least ours is super productive, I think. And there is a Spanish lime. We need Spanish lime tree. I have to actually cut some of the trees so this can get some sunshine as well. I cannot wait for the fruits for this one because I really, really love that fruit. So I'm looking forward to it. And this is a variegated katuk, but it looks like because of it's more in the shade, it lost some of that quality. It's still there, but not as much when I got it. And there is pandan leaf. Look at how huge is this plant in here. Can you see it? Look at how big is that. Look at all the around. That's pandan leaf. Humongous. So I had no idea that how big they get. There is some sugarcane in the back, and that one is actually from a neighbor, very nice neighbor. And I get 2 types of ginger here. I get the shampoo ginger that doesn't flower yet. This one I get this red ginger, and they are great for you can put it even in a just in a vase, and they last for a long time. And the shampoo ginger, as the name says it, you can use it as a lotion or you can use it as a shampoo, which is really cool. I like that a lot. And this one, I get it as a plantain, and I believe it's a Cuban variety. So, but I really love this. It's a smaller, kind of thicker variety, but very, very delicious. Very, very delicious. So yeah. Let me show you really quick in this side also. This is the King Australian mulberry. Very fast growing and a very heavy producer, and super long green mulberry. And it's really nice because looks like the birds are not registering it. because it's green, but like you would be surprised at how sweet. It's the sweetest mulberry that I ever had. Not a lot of balance, but still a very good flavor. I mean, not a lot of balance, that not a lot of acidity to it, but very, very good kind. I have some ginger that I'm growing, just regular ginger and turmeric. And there is a pitanga tuba here. Let me show you. This is the pitanga tuba. It did not flower yet, but I'm expecting hopefully next year, by next year it will flower. And this is the ginger and the turmeric. And then there is probably at least six varieties of dragon fruit. I have the yellow, I have the red flesh, I have the two kinds of white flesh, I have the yellow dragon fruit. I have a couple of kinds in here. And here I have two types of sapodilla. This is from a grower friend who basically did the grafting. He's really good grafting sapodillas. And yes, he gave it to me, so thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. And I believe one of the variety is Silasul and the other is Mecca, I think. There is some lemongrass. Lemongrass. I have to cut it back. I really love the smell of it. I do like plumerias as well. I like pretty too, so not just useful, but I like beauty too. There is a couple of cuttings that I just got, and that's the potato mint, that's the Thai pepper leaf, that's the red Napier grass. It's really good for landmass, you chop and drop. And check out the, I just had the cashew nuts and it's pushing up. You see that? Look at that. It's already showing up. And yes, I just got some fig. I actually exchanged with some other things, and I got Solanum torvum, which I will want to make an experiment of grafting eggplant on the Solanum torvum. So now it can become perennial. It can give eggplants year round. So that will be really cool.
This is Dexter.
If that will work out. One of my grower friend did that, and now he has eggplants basically year round and for a couple of years. How cool is that? And I really love eggplant spread, so I would definitely look forward to that. This is a Sabara variety, I believe, and this was just replanted, so it doesn't look that great yet, but you can see the new growth, and it definitely get a little darker, get more chlorophyll in the leaves. And let me show the new growth here. So it's definitely doing okay, but it's still, you know, I mean, it was just transplanted, so they take a little toll. This is the achachairu seedling. You always want to make sure to put it in a deeper potter, and this one definitely deep if you pot it. And these are all from when I tried the videos. These are the seeds that I planted, and I also shared some seeds. And look at the achachairu. Look at the deep. This is a candlestick tree. little baby tree. These are white sapotes, turmeric. These are abuse. Oh, look at the noni. I need some water because looks like a little. Look at the fruit. So I can't say that I'm truly looking forward to try that, but I will definitely probably make a review on the noni. But I'm a little scared because I heard it's terrible tasting. So, but I will try it though. So yeah. These are all the abuse, so their germination rate is pretty good for the abuse actually. So this one also, I think it's...
You just gonna skip the rosemary like that?
Oh, yeah, I mean I love herbs too. I really do, and I get the Okinawan spinach, the lemongrass. This is also a seedling. Recently this year I was able to get a Mamey sapote. This is the Pantene, I think, variety. Let me see. Get it from one of my favorite nurses. Yeah, it's the Pantene. It's supposed to be a really good variety. So I'm looking forward to have some. This will take a couple of years, at least 2 years. I have a variegated pink lemon that doesn't do that much. So for pandan leaf, and that's at least I would say 5 years old aloe. It always gives a lot of pops, and I just put it all around the garden, plant it all around the garden. This is my first hope to get some jaboticaba, and you can see the bark that it's looking good. It's shedding, so hopefully it would give fruit next year. I'm really hoping. Once again, I sprayed something on it that I thought that they sold as iron, and so chelated iron, and it just really did some number on my plants. So this is one of my favorite top trees because it's just such a great tree to have in your backyard, and you really can buy it with your money, because this one, when you pick it, you want to eat it quickly, because otherwise it's gonna go bad. It ferments and it's not good anymore. Dexter drinking water. From flower to fruit, I think it takes about 30 days if. This one is amazing how fast producing. You don't have to wait forever. And we have the cherry. You can make a really good drink, a healthy drink, with ginger, sugar, and this one. Amazing. I have a couple of more plants just for ornamental reasons, and also to hold the soil together, because it all started that Dexter dig the biggest holes in the backyard. So basically the soil was washing away, and that's when we had to put in something to hold the soil together, and the mulch also helped a lot, and all the other plants around. It helps not to, with the erosion. And sugar apple, and it was a very tiny one when I got it, and it gives 1 billion flowers but no fruit. So I tried to hand pollinate. No, it wouldn't take. So I think I will leave it for another season. Let's see, I'm gonna fertilize it more, and let's see how it goes. Maybe it was just not ready yet. So the other one, this one, this little tree, is a red jaboticaba. and I am looking forward to get fruit from it. Hopefully next year. This one, sometimes they ready to fruit in like 3 years, 4 years. So this should be in that age now that should give us fruit hopefully soon. This one is a blackberry, and they grow humongous. Like they are huge blackberries, and they seem to like in this area also. Some paprika flowers. They are pretty, and they pollinators love these flowers, but they also growing like crazy. So it all started out with 2 plants, and look at it now. So yes, this is a money tree, Malabar chestnut. There is a couple of seedlings. This is Suriname cherry, and this is a Brogdon avocado seedling. This one a red sugar apple seedling, a yellow dragon fruit, and 2 sapodilla seedlings over here. So it's a lot of things going on in this area, so and that's fine. I do that sometimes. Plant too much things, too many, but it's never too many in my head. So this is a turmeric. This is dragon fruit finding its way up. I might gonna have to move it from here and make another dragon fruit trellis, because this one, it will be really pain in the butt to pollinate if it goes up there, so it's not gonna happen. This is a sweet sunrise passion fruit, and we have to get a trellis going or use this Washingtonian as a trellis. I have to decide what we're gonna do about that. That's gonna be a honey-do list. So yeah, this one also, it's a male papaya. It's a seedling. If you have a chance to plant papaya seed, they grow fast, they produce quickly. Fruit seedlings coming up in here. It's a nice size. They also grow, germinate very well and grow very well, easily. This is a pink guava. It's a huge size. I mean, I'm pretty tall, but this one is like, what would you say, how many feet?
15.
15 feet, yeah. It's huge, and then it's like really wide too. So yeah, that one, I lost my chances. That one is gonna be wormy, because you have to, unfortunately, you have to put it in a or 2. I put it in 2 bags now because I had some problems in the past with the worms, and I didn't have problems with worms. And I remember I was a member, or I am still a member, in this tropical fruit forum, and everybody was like, oh, you have to put something around your guava. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm fine, I don't have to put anything. Guess what happened? The next year it was my turn. My guava get wormy. So it's always better to be safe. If you have a chance, right after it flowered and you see like you already see a tiny itty bitty guava, you put it on if you want to eat it, because most likely otherwise it's gonna be wormy. Just because you don't have it now, that doesn't mean that, you know, unfortunately.
Or if you just like worms.
If you just like worms, yeah. Well, I guess extra protein, huh? But yeah, that's my experience. I mean, this one, it was this tall, this big, and that was 2 years ago. So these can grow like crazy. I love the bark. Look at the bark. It also sheds. Reminds me to jaboticaba in a way, that those are also shedders. They like to shed. This one is I bought it as a cherry moya. At the time, I didn't know that we wouldn't have a, we don't really have a chance with cherry moya in this area. It's just way too humid, way too hot, way too, yeah. And, but I think that they get mixed up at the nursery because I think this is actually custard apple. At least the leaves to me look like custard apple. Let me know if you think differently, but I think it definitely looks to me as a custard apple. I have custard apple from seed, and that's kind of the way it looks. So hopefully it's a custard apple because that way we will have fruit. If it's a cherry moya, questionable. Probably not. And this one is a persimmon. I got it this year. It's kind of sad looking right now, but I'm hoping to have some persimmons. I enjoy persimmons. Yes. So this one is a Thai lizard sugar apple, and it's a tiny tree, not a huge trunk, but it already gave us a sugar apple, and I actually took it off last night. But yes, I mean, you see, sometimes you have a huge tree with a million flowers and you get nothing, and then you have this little tree and you already get fruit. This one is a bacon avocado. So the way I bought it, the way that they were saying it, that it's supposed to taste like bacon, comes to find out that the person who kind of breed it, his name was Bacon. So that's kind of okay. Well, either way, I'm still excited to have an extra avocado too because I do enjoy avocados as well. I also plant sweet potatoes around these areas, and they grow. I just normally just cut a piece and just put it in the ground, just like a piece of this vine. Just put it in the ground. Now you're gonna have more growing, more sweet potatoes. This one, it is an ever-bearing mulberry that I am so looking forward to taste, hopefully next year. It takes a little bit, but it grew a lot from the time we got it. This one is a regular sugar apple, and it's already gave us fruit this year. This one is an Atamoya, Gefner Atamoya, and I cannot wait to try an Atamoya. I haven't had a chance yet, so I planted it, so I have a bigger chance now to taste it, hopefully next year or so. This one is also an Atamoya. I can't remember exactly the variety, but it's supposed to be chewy, crunchy. It's not soft kind. It's not a soft kind, so it's a good kind also. But they didn't have any tags with it, so I just bought it as another Atamoya from Gefner. I had a chance to get these a couple of months ago. It's a red wax jambu, and I am looking forward to have some fruit from it, hopefully next year also. They are kind of about the same age, so everything. And I'm the same with the orange sherbet mango tree that hopefully next year we're going to have some to taste it. I haven't tasted it yet, and my husband loves orange flavor, so it will be great if this is gonna be a good one. I don't know yet. This is Moringa, the miracle tree of life. It's a really good tree to have. Even if you don't like the flavor of it, you can use it as a fertilizer for your other trees. And it's always nice to have a food source, just in case. And this is a good kind of sour sap. It's coming from seeds. Grover friend shared that one, and I tasted his soursop was sweet and it was delicious as a shake, right? It was amazing. This one, my citrus grapefruit. I enjoy a good grapefruit. It didn't give us fruit or flower yet, and it doesn't look very great. It get a lot of leaf miners. That's just the part of the citrus, what's going on in Florida. And because I'm not using any chemicals on it, so I just let it be and let's see what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna use a lot of chemicals on it. This one is Dwarf Umbrella Spondius Dulcis. This one a June plum, with other words, it's more common name. And you can eat the leaves. Would you like to taste it? It's not bad. You get like a citrusy sour tart flavor, and you can eat it in your salad. And it's the tree itself, almost all the part of the tree edible, just like the moringa. It's very medicinal, and you can also cook it with fish. So I haven't cooked it with fish, but I do enjoy, when I come out, I do enjoy to have a couple. And this is a Mauritius lychee. You can see the number the Sri Lankan weevil did on it. When you don't use chemicals, everything else going to thrive. I wouldn't change it though. I wouldn't change it, but sometimes you just have to get rid of them manually. That's not a jackfruit. It was a jackfruit. Remember, we had a jackfruit. We had the golden nugget jackfruit over there. We had the golden nugget. Yeah, and then I replanted it because I was like, the jackfruit is gonna grow big, and I don't want it to put it very close to the house. So, but I never get the tag, and yeah, that's you get good eyes, baby. And yeah, that's a moringa just coming up. It's probably from a chop and drop, so that happens. And I tell you, if you're looking for a mango that it's very productive, it's compact grower, Pickering. I mean, look at this little tree. It gives us so many fruits, and it's delicious. It's good fruit. I mean, it's not lemon zest, but this one doesn't get problems. I mean, no problem. At least for now, it's a no problem tree to have. And you can see it's kind of bushy, but it's a pretty one, and it's a monster when it comes to production. I love it.